to IDF 2015. I'm really excited. I hope that kind of introduction was just the beginning of the fun this morning that we're going to have as we kind of explore technology. I continue to see IDF as one of the places in the world if you want to see the future of technology and innovation. Not just Intel innovation and Intel products, but how you can develop innovative products with this technology. This is about you, our developers, and the amazing experiences that you make possible. In fact, you've already had a preview. The digital pinball game that kicked off the asteroids game, the mousetrap contraption, all of those were powered by Intel technology. They were built with collaboration with some of the most imaginative developers in the world. This is just one example of what you're going to see this week. Our partnerships with developers are very important. We have a vision for how technology will evolve, but it's not complete without you. Because you are the ones who actually bring all of this technology to life. Build the products, you bring innovation. Today's developers are asking questions and trying to solve new problems. And at this year's IDF, we want to work with you to figure out the answers. For most of IDF's history, our mission was clear. We demonstrated the march of Moore's Law, previewed the next generation of Intel products, and showed our future Intel roadmap. There's a great formula, a simple one, and one that worked for a long time. And every year, you helped shape the world of computing, of mobility, of gaming, and much more. But this year, we want to push further than ever before. I've never seen such diversity in opportunity for developers. This environment is providing a fantastic set of opportunities for us to work together to bring disruptive products to market. So I want you to sit back this morning. We're going to have some fun. There's a lot of exciting things to bring to you today. All of it, as we always do, with live demos. No canned demos here. Everything's real time. We're going to show you things that have never been seen before. I've got a few special guests that I think will blow you away, and certainly a prizes. But let's start by hearing from some of you.
There is a technological renaissance happening now, the likes of which we've never seen before.
The things of science fiction, the things we dreamt about as kids are now in our hands, and I feel like a kid in a candy store because anything is possible now.
We're in the throes right now of a shift from a consumerist sort of society to one that's much more experience-based. People want a novel life experience.
Well, our first game, Nevermind, is a psychological, biofeedback enhanced adventure horror game. So we try to scare players, we try to creep them out, and if the player gets scared or stressed or anxious while playing it, the game gets harder.
At 2-Bit Circus, we're trying to create magical environments for people to experience new types of fun. And having access to products like the Edison has allowed us to embed electronics and embed compute inside of the environment, making an entire environment interactive, responsive, and fun.
A big trend for advancements in technology is that things start as a toy.
When we say IoT, for us it means Internet of Toys. We work for a lot of toy companies, and we started playing with an idea that we call Toy Hub. Toy Hub is like Xbox, but for toys. So Toy Hub really takes this idea of the connected toy and turns it into a whole gaming system.
We use RealSense 3D camera technology to not only attain the did before.
One of the things that we're seeing is this kind of intersection between open source hardware, open source software, and then real world company acceptance.
Well, open source software really made it easy for people to prototype these days. It allows developers to quickly use other people's code, as well as resources, to build something new.
This whole trend has completely democratized development. The capacity to be able to take all these different pieces and stitch them together in novel ways is so powerful.
We've been able to prototype new ideas quickly. We get to play here at the shop. We get to come up with new ideas and implement them that day.
In a 1 week span, you can iterate through 100 ideas and vet it out which one is the best.
Well, to be an entrepreneur, 20 years ago, you need millions of dollars. Nowadays, really all you need is Edison and a couple of sensors.
Combine that, all the open APIs, the availability of tools, cheap technology, and all this wonderful tech available, you can now create that new company, that new project, that new revolution with your friends on a weekend.
It has literally never been a better time to be a software developer because you could actually get more done to make the world a better place individually and in small groups than ever before. I think it's a really exciting time.
So as he said in the video, there's never been a better time to be a developer. That's exactly how we feel here today. I look at all the opportunities, and one thing is clear. Computing is everywhere. It's everywhere in our lives today. It's in our bags, our clothes, our homes, our cars. In just about everything we do, computing is there with us. And what is changing is that computing and the computing experience is becoming personalized. And from this assumption, we've developed 3 assumptions about the future of computing. These 3 assumptions drive our innovation at Intel. During the rest of our time together this morning, I'll walk you through these 3 assumptions and what they mean for us at Intel and for you, our developer community. So let's take a look at the first assumption. The first assumption driving our innovation is that as computing becomes ultra-personal, you want that computing to have sight, sound, and touch. And all of that sensing becomes more critical. We call that the sensification of compute. Second, as computing gains these senses, it opens up a huge number of opportunities and applications. And that brings us to our second assumption, the opportunity for everything to become smart and connected. We're seeing technology bridge the digital and physical realms, creating a smart and connected world. And this opens up a universe of possibilities. And then finally, as everything becomes smart and connected, we come to our third assumption. So computing then becomes an extension of you. Our physical environment comes alive with wearables and other technology that brings it to be a part of you. Today, I'll share with you how we're thinking about these 3 assumptions. We're going to highlight developers using our platforms in each of these areas, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The big question for this year's IDF, the question I want you to ask yourselves for these 3 days, is what will you develop? What will you bring to the world with these possibilities? So let's start with our first assumption, the sensification of computing. Computing used to be confined to really a 2-dimensional world. You had a keyboard, you had a mouse, maybe if you were more advanced, you have a touch screen. But that's not enough in today's world. Now it's expanding to include more human-like senses, providing new and immersive experiences for users. So let's start with the first example of the senses. And that would be sound. So all of us know what these sounds are. They're the sounds of computing. But those sounds are one way. They come at us. They come from the PC. They come from the device. Whatever the computing device is, those sounds come from it. But we want more in the future. We want our devices to behave more like humans. We want to have them always listening and always responding in a natural and real-time way. And this means that a voice-controlled experience shouldn't start by having to push a button. It shouldn't require that the device be plugged in or that it's connected to the cloud. Talking to a device should feel like a two-way conversation, like we all have every day in our lives. But until now, that is not how most of our experiences have been. Even devices that do listen have typically had to be plugged in. So we went out and worked on a new technology, Intel Smart Sound technology, and it completely changes that experience. It's one of the most significant breakthroughs in digital audio we have seen for some time. So I'd like to bring Craig up on stage to show you just how this works. Craig, welcome on stage here at IDF. And can you show us what you've got here?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brian. So what I have here is Windows 10 PC, and it's being powered by our 6th generation core processor. And on this platform, we actually have an integrated audio DSP. The magic behind that is Intel Smart Sound technology is able to use that DSP to always be listening for a command that'll help me wake up the PC when it's in a low standby power state. So that really helps us, especially for our battery-powered devices. So we're calling this innovative feature Wake on Voice. Let me go ahead and give you an example of how it works. Hey, Cortana, wake up. Just like that. All of the subsystems that we have, you guys thought I had a little hitch there for a second, didn't you? But all of these power subsystems came up, have heated up, and now I can go ahead and interact with my Windows 10 desktop just like I normally would, and especially with Microsoft's new digital assistant, Cortana. So let's take a look. Hey, Cortana, tell me a joke.
Why didn't the spider go to school? Because she learned everything on the web.
A lot of people think she's cute. I think she's actually kind of funny. It's not bad. But also, Cortana is extremely powerful, not only with search, but also interacting with all the content that I have across my PC and platform. So let's take a look at that. Hey, Cortana, play all my music by The Fray. Hey, Cortana, play my music by The Fray.
Playing The Fray.
Yep, just like that, it was able to bring it up. I can access the music service that I have there directly from Microsoft and have that completely touchless and seamless experience that we've added to the great experience already on top of Windows 10.
That's great. Thanks a lot this morning, Craig.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ryan.
Just an example that all these demos are live, right? And that was a real-time wake-up length of time. It came up that quick, you'd wonder. So this is a game changer for how we interact with our devices. This starts to allow you to have a real conversation with your device. And you don't have to push a button or walk up to it, get it out of sleep, or whatever that is. It's just going to happen naturally. That's what we want. Intel and Microsoft are integrating Cortana with our Wake on Voice technology, so the entire flow is intuitive. You'll be able to say, hey, Cortana, play my music, and the system will simply understand, listen, and even in the modern standby sleep mode that a lot of us use to save battery, the system will wake up. This is truly hands-free capability. It'll be available on Intel